sand is cool and damp beneath our feet, where the silver foam and shadows meet. The city lights are just a distant glow in the steady pulse of the undertow. I've spent the day lost in the shoreless noise, searching for the balance and the poise. But now the horizon has swallowed the line between the starlight and the salt and brine. Your breath is moving with the rising sea, a quiet rhythm setting my spirit free. When the darkness feels like it's miles deep and the world is falling into heavy sleep, I'll be the shore that catches every wave, the silent promise that the ocean gave. So let's drift like moonlight on the blue, finding all the pieces that are true. We aren't sinking in the velvet night, but floating in a pale and ghostly light, constant and calm, heart to heart. The midnight tide is where we start. The shells are singing secrets to the air of all the beauty that is hidden there. Your hand is steady as the North Star's fire, lifting my heart a little bit higher. We've traded all the pavement for the spray, finding the peace that hid during the day. When the darkness feels like it's miles deep The noise of the world is a distant tide, a restless ocean that stays outside. But here in the hollow of this quiet room, I'm watching the light begin to bloom. I've stopped fighting with the wind and rain and let the silence wash away the strain. There's a secret garden tucked inside my chest where the weary thoughts can finally rest. It doesn't need a crowd to make it real, just the honest truth of how I feel. When the shadows stretch and the colors fade, and I'm tired of the games the world has played, I'll be the gardener of my own soul, finding the pieces that make me whole. So let's grow like a flower in the shade, grateful for the peace that we have made. We aren't shouting just to hear our name, but burning with a soft and steady flame, gentle and patient, heart to heart. The quietest place is the best part. There's a wisdom in the way the ivy clings, in the simple joy that the evening brings. Your presence is the soil, rich and deep, a promise that my spirit wants to keep. We've traded all the flash for something true, finding a garden where the grass is blue. When the shadows stretch and the colors fade, and I'm tired of the games the world has played, I'll be the gardener of my own soul, finding the pieces that make me whole. So let's grow like a flower in the shade, grateful for the peace that we have made. We aren't shouting just to hear our name, but burning with a soft and steady flame, gentle and patient, heart to heart. The quietest place is the best part. The seasons change and the leaves must fall, but there's a root that stands through it all. No more reaching for the highest branch, just the courage and a second chance, steady as a mountain, stone by stone, gentle and patient. The world is loud, but I am still a quiet bloom on a quiet hill. You're my peace, I am home. miles, miles away. And here we are at the closing of the day. The mossy path is soft beneath our feet, where the shadows and the silver splinters meet. We've climbed the rocky hills and thorny ways to find the peace that hides in forest haze. No need to look behind, no need to fear. The only truth is that we're standing here. When the canopy is thick and dark above, and you're searching for a sign of light and love, I'll be the trail that leads you through the pines, where the tangled heavy ivy intertwines. So let's glow like moonlight on the leaves, moving with the rhythm nature weaves. We aren't losing light as the sun goes down, but wearing stars like a silver woven crown. Quiet and deep, wild and true, the forest found its magic when it found you. The cedar trees are standing tall and wise, reflecting all the wonder in your eyes. Your heartbeat is the song the river sings, a gentle flow that every comfort brings. We've left the noise of cities far behind to keep the treasures only we can find. When the canopy is thick and dark above, and you're searching for a sign of light and love, I'll be the trail that leads you through the pines, where the tangled heavy ivy intertwines. So let's glow like moonlight on the leaves, moving with the rhythm nature weaves. We aren't losing light as the sun goes down, but wearing stars like a silver woven crown. Quiet and deep, wild and true, the forest found its magic when it found you. The owl is calling from a hidden bough. Everything is simplified right now. No more chasing time, no more feeling small. We're protected by the trees so green and tall, and the moon will watch us through it all. Quiet and deep, the forest breathes, and so do we. Silver moonlight, emerald sea, you're my forest, I am. world has lost its voice tonight, underneath a shroud of perfect white. No footsteps on the frozen street, where the shadows and the silver meet. The clock is ticking on the hallway wall, but I can barely hear the sound at all. The snowflakes fall like feathers from the sky, a million silent hellos and goodbyes. I'm sitting by the glass, so cold and thin, watching where the winter ends and I begin. The air is holding its breath for a sign, between the darkness and the frosted line. And all the things I buried in the deep, awaken from their long and frozen sleep. So let the snow fall down on me, until the only thing I feel is finally being free. I'm shouting at the sky without a single sound, while my heart is heavy pinned into the ground. Oh, let the white silence cover up the pain until the morning light begins to wash away the stain. The garden's gone, the roses turn to ice, a beautiful and lonely sacrifice. I'm tracing circles in the window far, like a weary traveler lost within the bog. We used to walk here when the grass was green. Now there's only a ghost of what we've been. The air is holding its breath for a sign, between the darkness and the frosted line. And all the things I buried in the deep, awaken from their long and frozen sleep. So let the snow fall down on me, until the only thing I feel is finally being free. I'm shouting at the sky without a single sound, while my heart is heavy pinned into the ground. Oh, let the white silence cover up the pain until the morning light begins to wash away the stain. Oh, ah, ah. Oh, ah, ah. Oh, ah, ah. It's so quiet, it hurts my ears, a hollow vessel for all these years. But in the cold I find the truth, the bitter winter of my youth. Let it freeze, let it stay until the ghosts are chased away. The snow is still falling, the night is heavy, and I am here. White silence, so cold and clear. Let it be white, just for tonight. Oh, oh, oh. is dancing in the kitchen light, warming up the edges of the night. The silver spoons are clinking soft and low in the gentle evening's afterglow. I watch the spices mixing in the pan, a simple gift, the best that I can plan. The scent of herbs and garlic fills the air, chasing out the winter and the care. There's a healing power in a wooden bowl, a bit of soup to nourish up the soul. When the table's set and the candles glow, and the world outside begins to move so slow, I'll be the flavor that you're looking for, the steady peace behind the kitchen door. So let's melt like butter in the heat, finding everything that makes our life so sweet. We aren't hungry for the things we cannot hold, but wrapped in stories that the fire told. Soft and tender, heart to heart, a warm meal is the perfect place to start. Dishes done, the kitchen's tucked away, the final chapter of a busy day. The bedroom waits with sheets of cotton white, a soft embrace to carry us through the night. The mattress is a cloud that knows our name, guarding us from every worldly game. When the pillows catch every heavy thought, and the battles of the day are finally fought, I'll be the blanket in the winter chill, the quiet hand that keeps the spirit still. So let's sink like starlight in the deep, into the velvet promises of sleep. We aren't searching for a dream we have to chase, but falling safely in this holy space, deep and cozy, heart to heart. A warm bed is the finest work of art. The world can't keep its noise and neon glare, but they can't reach the quiet we share here. No more armor, no more heavy shoes, just the comfort that we never have to lose, safe within the silence that we choose, deep and cozy. The soup was warm and you are here, soft as sheets, so calm and clear. You're my kitchen, you're my bed.
The sun is dipping low into the tide, with all the colors that the daytime tried to hide. The sand is holding on to all the warmth of noon, waiting for the rising of a silver moon. I leave my shoes beside a weathered drift of wood, to feel the water just the way I know I should. It's cold and salt sweet dancing round my tired feet, where the edge of island and the ocean meet. There's a rhythm in the swelling in the deep, like a secret that the ancient waters keep. When the world is screaming just go drifting by. So let's float like a message in a glass, watching all the ships and all the shadows pass. We aren't sinking in the vast and lonely sea, but learning how to be so wide and finally free. Steady and salt-kissed, heart to heart. The horizon is the place where we can start. The gulls are quiet now, they found their rocky home underneath the blankets of the white and lacy foam. Your shadows long, stretching out to reach the spray, the perfect ending to a long and winding day. We've traded all the city for this open space, finding all the mercy in the ocean's face. When the world is screaming like a stormy gale, and I'm feeling small and far too thin and frail, I'll look out to where the blue meets with the sky, and let the heavy hours just go drifting by. So let's float like a message in a glass, watching all the ships and all the shadows pass. We aren't sinking in the vast and lonely sea, but learning how to be so wide and finally free. Steady and salt-kissed, heart to heart. The horizon is the place where we can start. The tide is coming in to wash the tracks away, everything we did and all we had to say. No more footprints, no more heavy, dusty paths, just the blue of heaven that was made to last, in a peace that is so deep and so vast. Steady and salt-kissed, the tide is high and I am here. The blue compass so calm and clear. Let it go to the sea.
Dust is dancing in the candle flame as I find the page that whispers my name. Ink from a summer of 1,000 years ago, when the world moved fast and I moved slow. I'm tracing the lines of a younger hand, the dreams I once built on the shifting sand. A pressed wildflower, faded and dry, from a day when I didn't know how to cry. It's a quiet museum of the person I was before I learned about the shoulds and because. When the present is heavy and the future is gray, I take a small trip to a faraway day to find the little spark that I've hidden inside, in the paper room where my secrets reside. So let's turn the pages of the years we've spent, finding the meaning of what it all meant. We aren't losing time, we're just gathering light to keep our hearts warm through the coldest of nights. Vulnerable and brave, heart to heart. Every old memory is a brand new start. smudged on the parts that were hard, but the edges are soft and the spirit's unscarred. I'm forgiving the version of me that felt small and thanking the version that stood through it all. We've traded the armor for a thin paper sheet, finding the victory in every defeat. When the present is heavy and the future is gray, I take a small trip to a faraway day to find the little spark that I've hidden inside, in the paper room where my secrets reside. So let's turn the pages of the years we've spent, finding the meaning of what it all meant. We aren't losing time, we're just gathering light to keep our hearts warm through the coldest of nights. Vulnerable and brave, heart to heart. Every old memory is a brand new start. The book isn't finished, the ink is still wet. There are so many chapters we haven't read yet. No more regrets, no more what if it's late. Just the beauty of writing on a clean, open slate. Trusting the story and trusting the fate. Resting, I am here. The paper room so calm and clear. To be continued. Sleep well. The wooden floor is creaking underfoot, where the seeds of ancient dreams have taken root. The dust is dancing in a single beam, in this silent river, in this paper dream. I left the neon signals far behind to find the hidden corners of my mind. There's a comfort in the scent of aged ink, a place where I can finally stop and think. Every spine is like a hand I wanna hold, 1,000 lives in black and white and gold. When the digital world is screaming for my soul, inside of what can make me whole, I'll find the chapter that was written for this day, and let the heavy shadows drift away. So let's turn the pages of the heart and find the beauty in the quiet part. We aren't rushing to the ending of the tale, but drifting like a slow and steady sail, wise and gentle, line by line. In this silence, everything is fine. The clock is ticking, but it doesn't count. While I'm climbing up this literary mound. Your presence is the margin, clean and white, a peaceful space to rest within the light. We've traded all the gossip for the prose, finding where the deepest wisdom grows. When the digital world is screaming for my soul, and I'm losing sight of what can make me whole, I'll find the chapter that was written for this day, and let the heavy shadows drift away. So let's turn the pages of the heart and find the beauty in the quiet part. We aren't rushing to the ending of the tale, the drifting like a slow and steady sail, wise and gentle, line by line. In this silence, everything is fine. The ink is dry, but the feelings are so new, like a morning sky of translucent blue. No more shouting, no more hollow noise, just the weight of all these simple joys. Finding balance, finding inner poise, wise and gentle. The book is open and I am here, ink and quiet, calm and clear. You're my library, my favorite word. The sky is leaning low against the hill, and for a moment everything is still. The first few drops are tapping on the pane, a rogue ligature of silver rain. I watch the world dissolve in shades of blue as the mist begins to hide the morning view. The wind is whispering through the garden trees in the language of the rustling autumn leaves. There's no need to run or catch the light when the gray is feeling so warm and right. When the window fogs with every breath I take, and the heavy clouds begin to bend and break, I'll be the shelter from the pouring sky, watching all the thunder pass us by. So let's flow like rain upon the glass, watching all the stormy worries pass. We aren't drowning in the rising tide, but drifting on the peace we feel inside, soft and steady, heart to heart. The sound of rain is where we start. as it dances with the curtains at its will. Your hand is warm and resting near my own, in the quietest place we've ever known. We've traded all the dry and dusty roads for the magic that the rainy day unfolds. When the window fogs with every breath I take, and the heavy clouds begin to bend and break, I'll be the shelter from the pouring sky, watching all the thunder pass us by. So let's flow like rain upon the glass, watching all the stormy worries pass. We aren't drowning in the rising tide, but drifting on the peace we feel inside, soft and steady, heart to heart. The sound of rain is where we start. The pavement's turning into liquid gold with all the stories that the water told. No more dust, no more hidden glare, just the freshness in the mountain air, floating in the silence we can share. Soft and steady, the wind is singing and I am here. Rain against the window, calm and clear. You're my umbrella, my silver ray. The sky is unfolding its velvet blue, a canvas waiting for a shade of you. The city lights are fading far below, in the quiet rhythm of the starlight's glow. We spent the day under the heavy sun, counting the tasks that never quite get done. But now the gravity begins to slip as we set sail upon this midnight ship. Your voice is like a planet, calm and clear. The only map I need to have you near. When the darkness feels a little wide and vast, and the shadows of the world are being cast, I'll be the North Star in your lonely sky, a steady point that never says goodbye. So let's drift like comets through the deep, waking up the secrets that we keep. We aren't falling through the empty space, but floating in the light of your embrace, infinite and soft, soul to soul. You're the gravity that makes me whole. The Milky Way is pouring like a stream, into the silver edges of our dream. Your laughter is a pulsar, bright and fast, a beautiful reminder that we last. We've traded all the pavement for the clouds, far away from all the rushing crowds. When the darkness feels a little wide and vast, and the shadows of the world are being cast, I'll be the North Star in your lonely sky, a steady point that never says goodbye. So let's drift like comets through the deep, waking up the secrets that we keep. We aren't falling through the empty space, but floating in the light of your embrace, infinite and soft, soul to soul. You're the gravity that makes me whole. The constellations align to show the way, leading us away from the light of day. No more pressure, no more heavy ground, just the perfect peace that we have found, safe within the silence all around. Infinite and the stars are singing, and we are home. Starlit dreams.